it is really like my passion, my love for this industry is so big. And I tell my husband, if I didn't have this, I don't think I could be happy. I don't do it for the money. I really don't. I don't even look. I know I'm a little bit crazy. I don't even look what I sell. I don't know what I make. I don't even look. I just do it because I love what I do. I love giving to the industry. I love getting those messages like how I change people's lives. I just, I think it's like my oxygen, you know? It's
Mm-hmm.
my oxygen. I'm a little weird, maybe. Yeah, I'm a little crazy.
And
But
you definitely have a lot of energy.
I have so much energy, I know.
You
My
do.
not believe it. Like, he's like, where is this energy coming from? But sometimes people may think that I'm too much, or oh my God, what is she all about? But what you see is what you get with me. I'm like this normally. It's not like I act in a camera or anything like that. I'm funny. I'm a little crazy in a good way. I don't think I'm a bad crazy. I don't hurt nobody. So every day I wake up, Diana, and I'm like thinking, what can I do next? Like,
Wow.
new project. And
Oh
I'm lucky.
my God.
God is still with me because he's like, Glenn couldn't take it. Glenn was for him. And then he was telling me, like, you have to stop. You have to calm down. You can't keep doing new things all the time.
That's why you needed to be like by yourself, doing everything that you come up with these ideas and new
Yeah,
projects.
exactly. Exactly. So, what, like, I've been getting messages. What is the difference? Like, why is this pigment? Like, why do we have a new pigment? So I'd like to explain that, and I think you'll be able to relate to me. Our first pigment that we came out with Beauty Angels, it was thick. It was thick. It was creamy, but it was drying. It was not as easy to work. You would have to put a lot of the times a pigment thinner, but it was really very nice with for powder brows. If you made it thinner, it worked very good for powder brows. But I wanted a pigment that it could perform perfectly in both techniques. And after all these years, I learned that it's not possible. It's not possible to have a beautiful creamy consistency that you could do your microblading, and then you're gonna be able to do your powder brows or machine strokes.
Uh-huh.
Right. So this is why I don't know which do you have a favorite formula or color?
Well, I definitely love Latina dark brown or Latina brown. Like, of course, living in Miami,
Yeah.
90% of my clients are Latinas. I don't know if there's some people from, like, they have Latinas customers. So they heal very, very good. It's perfect. It's like true to color. It doesn't get any like gray or blue, or it just gets nor red. So it heals very, very good. I love it. That's like 80% of the time I use those two colors.
But you know what? This was the thing. This was the feedback that I got. Claire, um, this pigment is good, but it's a little bit hard to work with. I'm talking about the old
The
pigment,
old one, okay.
the old one, the first one. And then I was also hearing, you know what? It's just so easy when I have a pigment that is already, liquid. Now I have to mix this. I have to make it, whatever. And I said, okay, I need to do something about this. So when I started looking into making the pigment better, I just couldn't. I couldn't make a pigment that was so perfect, that doesn't dry, is very is very creamy. But when you put the pigment thinner, it works for powder brows. I'm not saying it doesn't. Like our microblading pigment, the new formula, it works, but does it perform like the new formula that we just have? It does not. It does not. It's impossible. Like you have to work more to get that pigment into the skin for powder brows. So the pigment that we have right now, Diana, it's liquid. You could put a little bit pigment thinner because some people really like to dilute it because it's super, super strong. It's very, very pigmented. So,
I love that.
I know, but again, some people may say, you know, oh, for doing the strokes, I like to put a little bit pigment thinner. Or we actually have also a pigment thickener. We have a new product also to thicken a little bit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's new. It's new. We haven't even talked about it. But the good news is now you could use the formula that we have, you know, the formula for the microblading, for microblading, and you could use the new formula for the machine. And it's liquid, so it's not really ideal to do microblading with. Claire is always dropping gems on lives. Yeah, Katrina is so you know, like it's this pigment is a dream if you're using a device. If you're using a machine, it's so fast to do powder brows with it. You go ch 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 ch, finished.
Oh my God, I
Right?
have to try them.
It's honestly for me, it's the best pigment in the market for the machine. It's the best. It's amazing. And of course, I wanted to come out with you know, funny names and interesting names. And I was thinking, you know what? I love my coffee.
I
You
saw
know,
the names.
yeah. So we have black coffee. We have espresso. Black coffee is the. Then we have espresso. It's a dark brown color, but you know, not so dark. And then we have
Cappuccino.
cappuccino. Yes, cappuccino is like my favorite color. Cappuccino and mocha is the one that I use the most. Mocha you will like because it's very, very warm.
Okay.
Brown tone. And then you have cafe latte. Cafe latte is like a light brown, you know. You could use it also for blondes.
Okay.
And then have green tea. And the green tea is a cool color. You could use it for cool blondes, really, really white skin, like a Fitzpatrick one, and like ashy.
Okay.
Ashy tone, or you could mix it with, you know, colors to make it, you know, a little bit lighter, or to add a little bit ash into it, because the colors are pretty warm. I always warm colors, and I only make one color that is cool. You know, in the microblading is the same. The blonde is the more cool tone. Everything else I like it warm. And actually, you know what's interesting? In Turkey, they were asking me, oh, but, you know, what if the client is warm? What if the client is cool? What if the this? I said, let me tell you something. The warm colors you could use on everybody. Everybody. Do you agree with this? Like the cold color, you can use on everybody because
it's very. Yeah, I do. I agree.
That's why even in our lip pigments, I have only one cold color, which is cherry. That's it. Everything else is a warm color. I think it's very important because otherwise, it turns colors. And then they were asking me, but it's not gonna turn red? I said, no, it's not gonna turn red. Because why? Why don't you explain to them? Because of we have a hybrid.
Yeah, okay. Well, remember that I have a question for you, okay? I need to ask you something. Okay, that's the good thing about our pigments, that it's hybrid. That means that it has organic and inorganic base, not just organic or just inorganic. There's a lot of people who said like, oh, no, I want 100% organic. I want everything natural, you know?
They
But
don't understand. They think it's apples.
and it's really not our formula or hybrid pigments are like the best because they have the best of both worlds, organic and inorganic pigments. When it's just inorganic pigments, it has a lot of iron oxide, so it turns red, orangey, pink, and the molecule is larger, so it's
Correct.
difficult to penetrate the skin. And then when you have organic, the molecule is smaller, it's easier to penetrate the skin, but it also can turn gray.
Right.
So you need to have balance, you know, between the organic and the inorganic. Also, the inorganic are magnetic. The organics are not. So you really have to find the balance.
I learned this very recently, something interesting. The only inorganic that is magnetic is the red iron oxide.
Okay.
Because I didn't know that there is black iron oxide, there is different color iron oxides.
Oh, so it has black iron oxide. It is not magnetic.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
I learned this about 2 years ago when I was doing all this research about the pigments, and you know, now that we develop pigments, so I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I really didn't know that, and I don't think many people know that. It was my chemist who told me that.
Okay, great to know.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
very good to learn.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we have the best of both worlds. So it's a pigment that it's easy to penetrate the skin. It's no magnetic, and it doesn't turn gray. It doesn't turn red. So it's amazing. I really love that formula. Like, of course, I use the microblading pigments, and I love the formula.
Yeah,
I have used just 3 different brands, and it's not because you're here. It's because I really believe that these are the best pigments that I have ever used.
You know, I try so hard, Diana. I always try to make things better. You know, we're now gonna have a new machine too, a lot of new things, and I'm always.
You told me, I'm waiting for that.
You need to come see me. I have it here.
You have it already? Oh.
It's only the sample because it takes time to come from China. It's so hard, the transportation now with China. It's very, very hard to get space in the ships. Very hard. I have like 3 of them that they came by air. It's finished. It's leaving, but it's gonna.
So you have one for me? One?
Maybe. No, what? I don't have the power supply. I only have 1 power supply. I have 3 pens, but I have only 1 power supply. So that's not gonna help you.
Because somebody was asking about the magnetic part. Why? And I don't know. The thing is that what I remember when I used soft tap pigments, they're very like inorganic.
They're inorganic pigments.
Yes.
They turned always
red. So about the magnetic thing is that when they go and do an MRI, my clients explain to me like they feel like the heat and like something like strong in their brows, like something wants to like come out, like
right.
something like
There
very
is
weird.
actually that. So it's good that you're explaining what's the advantage of being non-magnetic. Well, that's one thing. But the second thing is, you guys, you don't want to have like, you know, when you're pregnant, they told you not to eat so much tuna fish
Yes.
because of mercury. Like, people don't want magnetic stuff in their body. It's just they're conscious of what they put in their body more than before. You
Exactly.
know, like vegan pigments and, you know, non-magnetic pigments, pigments that are not tested on animals and stuff like that. I think it's important. I
Okay.
mean, it's something good that I could tell to my clients that I'm using a clean pigment, you know. I think it's important.
Yeah.
But I think now we're going to have best of both worlds. We're going to have that amazing pigment that you love for your microblading. And then you're going to have even easier to work with another amazing pigment to work for machine. You don't do machine hair strokes, do you?
Well, I've done a couple.
Yeah?
Yes, I've
Okay.
done a couple.
That, but I know that we have masters who tested it for that too, and it works very, very well for it goes into the skin super fast. So that's the biggest advantage of it, you know. And
Let me ask you something. Okay, for not everybody works like that, but for people like me that I work like with layers of pigment for powder brows, and I usually use two colors, like two different pigments in one person. So I used to use let's say black onyx and Latina dark brown, you know, and for example. So in this formula, let me check the names. In this formula, it
it's
would be
the same.
like black coffee,
Black coffee. Yeah, black
black
coffee is the
coffee, and then cafe mocha or
cafe
cappuccino.
mocha is like Latina brown. It's not very dark.
Okay, so it would
It's
be
like,
cappuccino, maybe.
yes, but cappuccino is not as warm as the Latina dark. So I would take the cafe. I would take the cappuccino and then I would put cafe mocha like a little bit if you want it warmer. You know what I mean? Or actually, if you want, you could just put warm it up.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
We have a color. It's either a correction color, like to correct gray by
Yes.
itself. Like you could literally just use this, warm it up by itself without anything on gray eyebrows, and you will have beautiful, beautiful results. Just
Oh, amazing.
so it's called warm it up. It's your microwave to warm up your coffee. That's what I say. And you could put a little bit, warm it up with your cappuccino. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great. I'm gonna try it that way.
Cappuccino is a great color. You're gonna love this color. It's amazing. A cappuccino, and I mean, I like all of them. I mean, we made it, you know, but cappuccino is something that a lot of people, it's gonna be a lot of people's favorite. Like super dark brown
Okay.
was a favorite of a lot of people for powder brows, you
Mm-hmm.
know. I think it will be that. It's a little bit lighter than super dark brown though, because it's espresso is darker than the cappuccino.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Black coffee is slightly darker than black onyx.
Oh, so that's good. Okay, so black coffee and then cappuccino is a little bit that lighter than super dark brown. So if I were to use black onyx and super dark brown on powder brows, that'll be
Mm-hmm.
great. Like black coffee, it's a little bit darker, and cappuccino is a little bit lighter than super dark brown. So it'll be great.
Right, and then you could put warm it up to black coffee. But black coffee is a pretty dark color. It's very good. You know what it's good for, Diana? We did my cousin's eyeliner in Turkey. And
Oh,
we did
wow.
1 glass of black coffee. Okay. So you could do black coffee by itself for blondes. It's a dark brown.
Okay.
But if you mix with the intense black,
Okay.
then you will have, like, you'll make sure that it will not turn over time like a bluish tint, you know, like it
Yes.
changes color a little bit,
Yes.
because it's carbon. So
Exactly.
if somebody tells you it doesn't change, they're lying, right? So this is what I was trying to tell in Turkey, you know, that you need to put either a little bit of warm it up, or you need to put a little bit of well, I can't say that because it's a new color that's coming up. Sorry. But anyway, so you need to put a little bit of orange to
warm it up. So to avoid it getting gray or bluish.
yeah, black eyeliner. Yeah. Sandy is asking, are these pigments for microblading too? Sandy, it's very liquid, so it's not ideal for microblading. And I think we have, honestly, one of the best microblading pigments that I wouldn't even, you know, because I like two different consistency.
Yes.
I like a creamy consistency. It's very easy to work with for microblading. Otherwise, the liquid consistency, it keeps going up in the
needles. Yeah.
The needles. I don't like it.
It would be super difficult. You wouldn't see the pigment in the skin. It would be super hard. So
Right.
Not
right.
Definitely no.
Right. So
okay, but you were talking about Turkey. So
yes,
talk about a little bit about Turkey. I know that's your hometown, right?
Yes, I'm from Istanbul.
And you were in a convention, like PMU convention or aesthetics convention?
It was a beauty convention, actually. Okay. It was very good because we basically did a very successful convention. People loved it, and we're getting like amazing feedback from people with the pigments. They love it. They you don't understand, they don't have any good products in Turkey.
What?
Its eyebrow is either gray or red, and they are not as knowledgeable as here. So I was really giving a lot of information, and they were super impressed with the knowledge that I have. You know, we did some procedures there. We did my cousin's eyeliner. So that's what I was saying. Like, we did the first pass, we did a black coffee, and then the second pass, we did intense black by itself. Or you could mix it. Like, you could put a little bit of black coffee to the intense black as well.
Okay.
And that works really, really good. You know, we did microblading treatments. It was very, very nice. It was really nice to be in my country, you know, to bring beauty angels there.
I can only imagine.
It was really super emotional, honestly. It was super, super emotional. Scott didn't come this time, but I was there for 2 weeks. I did the therapy. You remember when I broke my ankle?
Yes, yes.
I'm still suffering from this, unfortunately. Yeah.
Wow.
So I did. Do you know what is a PRP treatment?
Yes.
Yeah, it's super expensive here.
Yes, it is. I know.
Super, super expensive. Like, it's a plasma therapy.
Uh-huh.
Did, I think, now 3 or 4 treatments there, and it's like super cheap there compared to here. It was like $100 or $120.
Oh my God, it's like Colombia. Yeah, if you go back and you do treatments over, like any type of treatment over there, it's like super cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's really, really good. A lot of people go to Turkey now for medical, like a lot. Like, the biggest money making. You know what it is? It's actually interesting.
What?
Hair transplant.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's successful.
Oh my God. Yeah. They do a lot of hair transplants.
They do it correctly because there's so much
Oh,
hair transplants.
super good in there. And so many people come to learn this technique in Turkey.
Wow, that's great.
The
And what
good,
about like a PMU or microblading? How's the industry over there? Like,
it's a very, very big industry right now. I mean, again, of course, the biggest is always eyebrows, honestly. So we sell the most of the things I sell over there is eyebrow pigments, but second is the lips. Lips is super, super popular now. But here also is getting
yes,
very popular,
yes,
right?
it is
Every,
very popular.
especially the new technique for the lip blushing, you know, because like my lips are horrible, but because it was done in a very old-fashioned way, you know what I mean?
But what do you mean horrible? I've seen you in person.
My,
I don't see anything horrible.
it's like all purple, and I had a lot of scar tissue.
Oh,
It's
really?
I have a filter now. Yeah, it was really done so deeply that unfortunately I got a lot of scar tissue. And then so many masters work on my lips to fix my lips. And it's still not perfect, unfortunately. But
But you've done removal, right?
I did removal because I had a lot of titanium dioxide.
Okay.
I don't want to give the name. It was a very big name back in then, but I mean, nobody even hears about this brand anymore. But at that time, it was super popular, and I didn't know.
And when was this? Like 15 years ago or 10 years ago?
Oh no, it's a long time ago, like 15 years ago. Yeah, it's like about 15 years ago. It was a long time ago. But what it is now we also use titanium dioxide. We do. But the molecules are very, much smaller. The grind the molecules much smaller, number one. And number two, we work superficial, very superficial.
Exactly.
So it's very different. In mine is so deep. Like I was crying so much, Diana, when this woman did my lips. It was so horrible. I was oozing for days,
Oh
like
my
blood
God.
for days. Yeah, it
Oh,
was.
wow.
So because it was implanted so deep and it has very high titanium dioxide, with the bigger molecules, it becomes like a wall. So now
Oh.
my lips, that's why also it was a scar tissue and the titanium dioxide, so it wouldn't even allow any other pigments to get in. It was like full. No.
Of course. Of course. Oh my God.
It's
So you had to do how many removal sessions?
no removal. I only did once.
Okay. And then you try to put a new color, new pigment?
Oh my God, so many times.
Oh.
And all my friends, Olga also did my lips once. She's the master.
Mhm.
Yeah. But honestly, it really doesn't take that much anymore.
Oh my God.
Now it's better because it's been so many years and it's like, fading.
Mhm.
But it hasn't been easy for me for that. I'm removing my eyebrows too.
Yeah, that I know. You still removing them?
You know what? I need to do just one more removal. One more removal.
How
We're
many
all
removals have you done in your brows?
twice, I think.
Okay.
No, wait a minute. Yeah, twice. Amanda did both for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I did twice, but I need one more.
Oh, I
One
want
more.
to have a live about removal.
Yeah, I love our removal. I'm always working. I'm still working for a new removal too. I'm
Oh,
always trying to make things better. I mean, I love my removal, but if I could have it that it works a little bit faster, you know, because depends on what type of pigment it is
exactly. That's the thing.
and how deep it is and how much of each things there is inside. And you don't know, you know.
You never
I'm
know.
learning removal with Amanda now and very excited. Oh, hi, Lulu. So happy. You're gonna love it. Honestly, the removal is so gentle,
To the
but
skin, yes.
be patient. Don't try to do, too much and deep and think that you're gonna remove faster because it doesn't work like that, you know. Um, so let me see here. I had some other questions for you. Uh, So we talked about what is the difference between the PMU machine pigments and the microblading pigments. I want to say one more time. Basically, the machine pigments is the new pigments that we came out today, we launched today. It's more liquid. It's a lot more concentrated, is super pigmented. It's very, very strongly pigmented. So you should be careful. Don't do too many passes. Wait a little bit when you're doing your powder brows. Wait until there is a little bit of oxidation. When you are working in between passes, you could put a little bit maybe Vaseline to keep that, to see the true color. And Monique, she says, "Oh my God, I love the PMU pigments tested today."
Great, great.
Because she came to me Monday. I had a training.
Oh yeah, I saw her in the picture.
Yeah, yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah, I saw her. Let me say hi to one of my students. Like, hola, Osi. How are you? She's saying that she has the removal kit.
Okay. Hi, Clara. Oh, you're so sweet. Claire is the real deal and her products are trustworthy. Thank you, Clara. I stand behind my products and my courses 100%. But yeah, so it's very, very easy. It makes working with a machine very easy. She says, "Hola, teacher."
Hola. She's so cute. She's so cute. And a
Oh,
great artist too.
oh, amazing. So yeah, so it's basically an easier way of working with your device.
Exactly.
Dream. Um, it doesn't replace, I'm very honest, you know me, it does not replace my microblading pigments because I don't like to work with a liquid pigment. I personally don't think it's ideal for that. But if you want to use it for that, of course you can. You could use anything for anything. Like you could use the thick pigment, make it thinner, use it for powder brows, and vice versa. You could do the other way around. Or you could have both if you could afford to have a two line. But you know what? The new pigments, Diana, is super reasonable. They're $32.99.
Oh, really?
The whole kit, the whole beautiful box is $199. It has 7 colors and it comes with a pigment thinner.
It is great.
I know.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That's like 4 colors of the other one.
Almost, yes, because we are the one who is manufacturing here in the United States.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that thing. That it's here from the US. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think for me, the easier, the better. And if I have the line for microblading and the line for PMU, it's easier, faster. You just take your pigment, you know what you like, and it's definitely you are gonna find the perfect pigment for both techniques.
I
You
try.
cannot do like creamy and liquid in the same pigments. So I think this is an amazing product, amazing idea. Thank you so much. I haven't tried them, But since I love everything else, I know I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna tell you guys if I love it, but I know, and
Feedback.
because
I,
it is good
I
quality.
use Monique. Make a review, please, on our website.
Exactly.
Use.
So I'm gonna try it definitely, and I love it. I love to have like separate. I love it. I think it's
Listen.
great.
I know that even my masters were using other brands for machine because it was just performing good and it was a good price. So I knew I had to do something about it. I need to do something about it to come with a good price point and something that is needed in the industry.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what else? What else? Oh my God, it's already 1 hour. We got cut off twice, but at the end, the third time we made it, right? Thank
Exactly. Thank God.
God. So tell me, in your new space, you have other people working there yet, or you gonna hire people?
I'm gonna hire people. I have one that does like aesthetics thing, like facials and all these things. I have another one who's gonna have like do Botox and fillers.
Oh,
Yes, so very good. And then I wanna also rent like the tables. Like there's so many people who ask, okay, I don't want to do my model, for example, my model in my house. I know it's not
I
like
send people to you because you're far from me. If some
exactly. So if they want to come and do their models here, they have two options: either rent at the space and do their models here, or if they want to have my supervision, they also can do that, and I can be with them the
Oh,
entire procedure
amazing.
and supervising them and
What do
see
you
what.
charge for that? Tell me what you charge.
Okay, for rent, just rent the space is 150, and with my supervision it's gonna be super cheap. It's 700 for 4 hours. So, but I'm gonna be there from the beginning to the end of the procedure. So I think that's very good. If you have like doubts, if you feel insecure about the process, not even just the model. Maybe you already have done 5, 10 people, but you're still very insecure. You can come and ask me, and I
And
want
to
to I want
model.
to do different things. I have a big space now, and it's my own, so I want to do different things, and like for the students to be able to come and see and practice with me, so I'm doing it.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. You deserve it. You are such a hardworking girl. Really, you deserve it.
Thank you so
And I'm very excited also. I'm working on, I don't know if you know, I've been saying here and there, but we're also working coming out with our skincare line.
No, I didn't
Yes.
know that.
Yes, for micro needling, for retail. Like you'll be able to buy from me and sell to your clients.
Oh my God, that is amazing.
Yep.
Congrats.
Thank you. We
Wow.
coming.
Oh my
Next
God. I have to
year.
go. I have to go. I haven't been in the academy like for like 3 months, I guess. I
Wow.
have to go. Every time I go, there's something new. There's something coming up, and you show me something that's you're working on. So I like that.
That's right. That's right. Well, Miss Diana, it's always so nice. I missed you. I really missed you because we haven't talked in a while.
I know.
But it's always nice to talk with you. And I'm always here for you anytime, whenever you need anything.
So
Anytime you
much.
stop by, just come by and I show you all the stuff that I'm working on.
Yeah, I have to go. I have to go. Thank you so much for having me with you today. I loved it. I enjoyed it. Thank you for so much for all the information that you gave us.
Of
And
course.
and hopefully it's not gonna be the last time. There's gonna be more times together.
Of course. Come on, you've been with me for a very long time, and I'm very happy and proud to say to see your growth, you know, since I mean, I know you for a really long time now, and it was so cute that you reminded me. You took me back to my to that day. I think it was about 3.5 years ago when we were starting Beauty Angels. And thank you for joining us. Thank you for staying with us and growing with us and supporting Beauty Angels along the way. It really means a lot. You're such a good person. You're not just a good person, you're an amazing trainer. I only hear such good things about you. You are dedicated, you give to the students, and I just love you, Diana.
Bye. Thank you so much.
All right. Let me know what you think about the pigments, everybody, and Diana.
I will. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Adios.
Adios.
Adios.